Ladies, if you're on a fat loss journey, a hormone health journey, you're doing quote unquote everything right, but not losing any fat, I'm going to show you exactly why that is and the massive mistake you're making. Okay. So, the fat loss hierarchy, if you're new to my content, I've talked about this a lot in the past. I've covered various aspects of this in the past as well. Now, to lose fat, it's not just a calorie deficit. It's not just eating clean foods. It's not just working out. It's not just one thing, right? And that's the problem with this whole industry is we're like, oh, it's just calorie deficit. And they'll give you all these recipes that have like all this processed shit in it, right? And it doesn't matter as long as you hit your macros. And look at this Twinkie study. This guy lost like 90 pounds and da da da. It's like basically starving himself, by the way. Or it's like, okay, yeah, like the stop like grabbing receipts because it's an endocrine disruptor and like start doing all this woo woo bullshit. Stay away from oatmeal because it has fucking whatever the fuck they say. I don't even know what they're saying nowadays. It's like bastardizing all these foods. You kind of have like all these people, these influencers that are quote unquote experts, like saying like, don't do this stuff. Or you have the hormone influencers like, don't do hit because it's gonna fuck your cortisol up and you should never be doing hit and da da da. It's like that's really kind of a short-sighted assessment and very reductive. It's very reductive. And the research they're getting it from isn't like the most conclusive thing in the world, right? And they're doing a lot more research now on bioidentical nutrition, bioidentical training, what they're calling on more of like precision nutrition, which is basically customizing nutrition to the actual person's body type. Because they're realizing like a one size fits all approach does not work. Like if you look at various programs, like, wow, this person got great results for this person, that person, this person, wow, that's great. But they're not showing you the rest of the people that didn't work for because those people would just happen to be responders to whatever they're doing it. Right. And so all these things work for certain people. So the real goal is figuring out what works for you. And obviously overlying, like it's a human input. So you have to actually be putting in the effort and actually adhering to whatever you're getting. You can't just do 70% or 50%, no matter what the fuck it is, because you won't see any results. Okay. So you have to be doing 100%, but I'm not going to get into that because it's like a whole other topic. Now, the fat loss hierarchy, number one, is going to be hormone optimization. And I don't care what the fuck you say. Oh, calorie deficit. Like, oh, it's just eating clean food. Stay away from oatmeal. Oh, well, you need to work out. You need to all. Okay. If your cortisol is not optimized, if you're all over the place, you're fucking stressed to the roof because I've had a zillion clients. They're doing everything perfectly, but their cortisol is over the place, or their estrogen, progesterone is just tanked, or they're insulin resistant as a motherfucker, and you're not fixing any of that shit, like good luck. Good luck with the exercise, nutrition cleaned out. Like you're not going to see any results. Okay. So that's number one. Number two is recovery. Like, wait, what? No, you put recovery over a calorie deficit. Yeah, I put recovery over a calorie deficit because guess what? If you're in a calorie deficit, but you're sleeping 5 hours a night, or if you think you're sleeping quote unquote well, but you're waking up and your HRV score is fucking in the gutter, you're not going to be metabolizing any fat. Your metabolism overall, your BMR is going to be in the fucking trash can. What are we doing here? Right? We need to make sure we are measuring our HRV, our heart rate variability, which is a measure of how our body is recovering. Because if it's not recovering, your physiological and your metabolic process is not going to be working the way they need to be working, right? And your hormone health is never going to be optimal if you're not recovering. Like that change is never going to happen. So obviously those two happen simultaneously, and really all of them happen simultaneously. But number three is going to be energy intake. That is the calorie deficit, right? But again, one and two aren't there. You're going to be eating like 600 calories in starvation mode because you're fucking all over the place with the other two things. Okay. After that, it's protein. Then after that, it's going to be carbs and fats balance. And after that, it's going to be exercise. And after that, it's going to be eating clean. So the bottom two things, right? They still matter. And you still need all of them. But they're the things that matter the least. If you're just doing those two things, you're not doing the 7 things. I think it's 7. I listed off. You're never going to see results. You're never going to see results. And if they do, they'll just be really slow. And you'll just continue yo-yoing up and down, getting frustrated, saying, fuck it, throwing in the towel. It's not a winning solution. The winning solution is precision nutrition and training, matching it as close to your physiology as you humanly can, and then making it realistic to where you actually can actually do it. And that's why I talk about alcohol. And that's why I talk about, having a lifestyle with this, because you can't do it in a vacuum. You can't, right? It's not going to be sustainable. If you're like, fuck it, I'm just not going to see anyone. I'm just going to live my life in my house and like eat meals in my house. And that's all I'm going to do. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. Okay. Now, obviously, if you can't eat more home cooked meals, that's going to be better for you for a lot of reasons, but that doesn't mean you need to live your lifestyle and just not go out and like actually enjoy yourself. Okay. So, love y'all. Hope this is super helpful, but reassess everything you're doing. Okay. If you're just following a calorie deficit influencer, if you're following just like the hormone and health influencer, if you're following the, oatmeal is terrible influencer, which fuck that guy's an idiot. Like, I mean, whatever. I want this industry to do better. I do. I think we all do. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day.